did this ourselves.
They're coming. It can't be.
Where is everyone?
Hey survivors, Makeshift here once again with my lovely co-host Adept. Hello.
Hello again.
Welcome back to the show for, oh man, it's the season of Adept, Farlander.
It is the season of Adept. It's because I'm the coolest, let's all be honest.
Well, it's a great season. And to be honest, I thought we were going to be doing this all summer because, I've been hanging out with you guys some more. And yeah, I was supposed to be home for most of the summer, but then I ended up gone, so.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's
not like you're trying to avoid us or something.
I was in Albuquerque just, doing non-Nashville things.
With your pool.
With the pool.
So jealous. It was so hot here this summer. It was unbearable.
I heard that. You guys had storm after storm, especially like into August, right?
Yeah, and there was the really bad heat wave towards the end of August where we all prayed for the sweet release of death.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry I missed it.
Are you, though? Are you, really?
Well, not really, no.
Yeah.
I'm not really sorry I missed it. But it's good to be back as the weather's getting cooler.
Good for you.
And of course, I just made the road trip east, but now it's time to go west again because I'll be heading out to Wasteland. By the time this airs, a few days ago. But we're recording, what is today? On September 6th. And I'm going to be taking off Monday to start making my way to Wasteland.
That's right. Because you drove. I forget that you drove here. I thought you flew for whatever reason.
Yeah.
That's a long drive.
It's nuts. I don't know why I do it. I know why I do it. I love it. I love driving.
And you keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. But now the camper is already in Albuquerque, so I get to just go there, pick it up.
That's
and
right.
I only have one day of camper pulling to get to Wasteland now.
Yeah, but it's the worst one because with the whole trailering in California, 55 miles an hour kind of thing, not fun.
Yeah, that's not so bad. I mean, the once you get to California, that's where it gets really exciting again because, all right, so you get to on the other side of Arkansas, you get into Oklahoma, and then it just flattens out for a day and a half.
I do recall that, and it was awful. It was miserable.
And then you get to Albuquerque, and
it starts to get really pretty,
and
then
boom,
you get the hills. Yeah,
yeah.
And then unfortunately your old truck has a really hard time, and your top speed is 45 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's also where, 2 years ago, my old Land Rover, that's where it started overheating, and I would drive for an hour, stop, let it cool off, top off the coolant again. I'm glad.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Let's not do that again.
Did I tell you that? This was really dumb. I don't know if I said this on the show yet, but that was the year that I was like, I was overheating. I was coming into, where was it? California somewhere. And anyway, I overheated and I opened up the hood and I was like, don't open the coolant.
Oh no.
And instead, I went, I better make sure it's on there tight. And I went to just actually tighten it, which I don't even know why. It was just the back of my mind said to do it. And I just did it.
That's an intrusive thought we don't want to enact on.
Yeah.
And yet.
The cap flew off.
I remember this.
I saw it coming straight into my...
I remember this.
You're right. I did already talk about this.
No, well, I remember you telling me the story the year it happened.
Oh.
So...
It was so dumb.
That was...
I thought I was going to go
dumb.
Blind.
You're not blind. Your face is not scarred.
No, but I did have some really cool burns for Wasteland. I had texture.
That's taking the theme a little too far.
Yeah.
That's a little too much.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting super excited, and I'm extra excited to be here in Camp Farlander.
Yes, you are actually here in the realm of the Farlanders proper.
Yeah.
You're in my territory now.
I know. This is really cool. And I'm surrounded by lots of projects.
Oh, yeah. It's probably really good that this one's not being videoed because surrounding us as we sit here is a disaster of piles of half-packed suitcases, bins with half-finished projects, and...
At what point did the half-finished projects, do we just start calling them finished?
About a week before.
Yeah.
We have time. There's time. There's time to finish these things. I mean, I'm pretty much done. I just have to shove it in a suitcase. And then we have to start, because we fly, we have to start consolidating.
Yeah.
And really seeing how many suitcases we're going to take and how many bins we're going to be sending with other people who lovingly take them for us. Uh-huh. Like yourself.
Yeah, I've got one bin.
You got one bin.
It's a good bin.
Don't
I have the Silverman? Don't I have the actual Silverman?
You are the bearer of the actual Silverman on the 40 this year.
That's very exciting.
Please be kind to it.
Yeah, I will. But not only are we surrounded by a lot of Farlander projects and art, we're also surrounded by a bunch of Farlanders. Do you want to introduce the rest of this rabble?
I have pretty much half my tribe here with me, but that's because most of them live in my house with me. So first, I'm going to introduce one of our newest members. We've got Gimli Farlander with us, long overdue. Hi, Gimli.
Hello.
So I found the cool kids, and I just kind of glommed on.
Yeah.
We're excited you did.
And Gimli just fed us some homemade sup, and it was so good. I wasn't expecting that.
Gimli's a baller cook. That's one of the reasons we keep him around, if I'm honest with you.
Anything I can do.
I love it. And I felt so bad because Gimli had ordered one of the maps, and he was like, no, just hold it. I'll get it from you at some point. And we just have not met up. This is our first face-to-face since the spring, or since Wasteland, probably.
Like, yeah, you're so close to me. I'll just grab it from you.
Yeah.
It'll be super simple this time.
Yep, and I had it by my front door, like, don't forget this. And I grabbed all these microphones, and it's sitting there. It's waiting for you. Should I bring it to Wasteland?
I got a fancy room waiting for it.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, with the new art.
Yeah, we painted.
With murals and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridger and I had too much fun doing that. That was a lot of fun.
That was a wonderful surprise.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
Super excited to have you, Gimli. And then we have our, very excited, our youngest Farlander. We have 3 lights. Hi, 3 lights.
Hello, hi.
Welcome. I'm very excited that you're here with us. This is going to be a blast.
Yippee.
You've got the sweetest Wasteland voice of any Wastelander.
I think I'm just shy.
Wholesome Land Weekend.
So, 3 Lights, you came for the first time last year, right?
Yeah, last year, and I've been waiting to come since I was probably 14, I think.
Yeah. Oh, how was it?
It was great. I loved it. It was a lot different than I thought it would be, but definitely not in a bad way.
And did it meet your expectations, or did it far exceed them? And I'm trying to lead you in one direction because I know what the answer is.
I think it definitely exceeded them. I was pretty nervous, but I think everyone was super sweet, and I had an amazing time.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I think I already told you, but when you put your pictures up, it was like you took selfies and portraits with the who's who of Wasteland. I was like, how did she find all my favorite people just back to back to back? It was just really cool. You did Wasteland right.
Yeah, I think I was definitely lucky enough to meet all the best people
I
out
feel
there.
like you had a level of celebrity before you came to, just by virtue of having your picture posted all over the internet before you came.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, yeah.
I think you might be the coolest of the Farlanders. I think everybody agrees.
I thought that was you, but, you know.
I don't know, man. You might take that title. I'm going to pass it to you. You're welcome to have it. And then last, but of course, certainly not least, my other half, we have Bridger with us too. Hooray!
Hello, Bridger.
Hey, kids. I'm hyped. I'm excited. Is it time to go yet? Get in the car. Let's go.
No, please no. We have so much we have left
Oh,
to do.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I want to leave in 3 days, and I need another month at the same time.
Oh, that's funny. I am leaving in 3 days, and I have
Oh.
so much to do. And my brother just told me he's coming into town, and I'm like, so just so you know, I'm going to be doing a lot of things. You just have to do them with me.
I just put him to work.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
what I was
2
saying.
hands.
Yeah, I mean, as far as loading up the car and stuff, here, take these.
Yeah, you can lift something.
Yeah,
Put in car. Good job.
exactly. Hey, crawl into the house and grab all those bins for me.
Oh,
Oh man.
The spiders aren't bad.
So, the spider. Yeah, I mean, a couple of spiders. That's just part of it. But oh man, do you guys experience the same thing as I do when you open those bins for the first time and you smell
Yes.
Wasteland?
Yeah. Every time.
It gives me
like
We
to have some.
had 3 rugs I brought last year that we used in our main shelter structure, in my tent and everything. And they just got set aside, and I had not touched them. I busted them out like 2 days ago, starting to get things ready, and so much dirt fell out of them.
Really?
But also, it was just like,
There
oh my
it
God,
is.
does that smell?
There it is.
Yeah.
That's
And
like good.
I think someone came out and said what the smell is. Like, there's a certain amount
It was
of like...
Muse.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she
When-
talked about it. I
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, yeah.
She named what it was, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I don't
it was like
remember
some
what it was now.
flora, right? Like some kind of like a...
It was something in the. It was from
already
the
forgot.
mining that they do, the boron mining nearby.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
The borax.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know how I
that
remember
part.
that. Where did I pull that out of?
And then, of course, the dirt has its own smell, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of like, spores and things and dust and whatever.
See, now you're making it sound gross. It's really beautiful.
It's beautiful. No, it is beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing. You're
That's
like spores
Wasteland
and mold
encapsulated.
and fungus.
I mean, there's some of
Beautiful,
that.
gross.
You know what? If one of those spores wants to latch on, is it like the thing with the cat poop and it's got the
what?
parasite that makes you love the cat? Have you ever heard
Is that
of
a
this?
thing?
Supposedly it's a thing. I'm putting it in very layman's terms. Somebody's gonna come in and correct me, but it's like there's like a parasite or whatever that makes you love the cats. I don't think that that's true.
I did not sign up for this kind of show.
But I feel like this is
From
going
Alex
somewhere.
Jones.
That there's a spore that makes you love Wasteland. That's the spore.
Oh, I
that
like
you smell.
that.
So you smell it and then you're
Yeah.
addicted to Wasteland forever.
Like we're all Last of Us-ing.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Last of Us as verb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Last of Us as a verb. We're all being infected by Wasteland, and that explains so much.
It really does. It just lives in my soul. That's
How about
fine though. It could be so much worse. It could be a tapeworm.
Gross.
I'm glad it's not though.
Yeah. Oh, good God. Okay. So, how you guys all getting there this year? Because you guys are the originators of the Great 40 Migration. Is anyone doing that?
Yes.
In a manner of speaking, Gimli will be traveling the 40, but not with quote unquote the 40.
Oh, yeah.
The
I see.
40 was great. I loved it. It was so much fun. They put it together for just as a support system for getting out there.
Yeah.
With early entry and stuff now, I can't do it like I used to, but
That's right, because you guys are getting there a little extra early for build this year, right?
we're starting to upgrade a little bit. Yeah.
Moving on up, moving on
Yeah, but the
up.
40 is kind of designed for arriving, Tuesday night? Like for the midnight line?
It's
Yeah,
for
for
the
lining up,
the
yeah.
line.
Gotcha. So is anyone going to be doing it this year?
I think so. There's
Like
some
it's still
people-
happening?
Yeah, it's still happening. Yeah.
Yes, the page on Facebook's really active. They're making arrangements. The jokes about the potatoes have already started.
The potatoes.
We stopped. Oh gosh,
The
we
Great
stopped
Potato
at a
Incident of
restaurant.
2018.
Well, I don't know this incident. Is this
I was
one
going to
year
say,
we
I
didn't?
don't remember the potatoes.
Okay,
This
What's
was
this potato
okay. Y'all
story?
had already started flying,
Oh, okay.
and this was not last year's. This was the year before. We stopped. I can't even bring up the name of the town, but there's this little restaurant that we're stopping at every year now. And on the menu, it just said, it had all the sides, and then it was all potato. And it had a little price.
All
And,
potato?
and they thought it sounded so much like the Allfather, Odin, that like last year when we stopped there, they had a complete decorated potato with like gems and eyes, and we all worshiped the all potato there at the restaurant.
All praise.
So wait, did the menu...
It's become a whole thing on its own with inside jokes, chat, support.
Didn't someone bring like a potato last year or something? Was there an all potato at
That
Wasteland?
was, yeah.
That's
that was
so
part
funny.
of the
I had
was
no
the
idea
all
that
potato.
that's what it was from.
This is why the 40 is great. Did we really expect this to happen when we started this?
No. Look, we've talked about this previously. We created the 40 for purely selfish reasons. We had an old junky piece of crap truck, and we wanted to drive it across country, and we knew we didn't know enough about it to get it there. And if it broke down, we knew we were screwed. And we were like, well, if we had some people around us, maybe let's see if we can't recruit some people and do it like a migratory thing. And it worked great. A bunch of crazy people like us jumped in and we're like, oh yeah, we're driving too. Let's go together. And that first year, it was magical.
It was pretty great.
It was really spectacular because we didn't know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the year we met Crybaby. It was really spectacular.
Johan from the video crew jumped in with you guys, didn't he?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
And
just,
he shot a bunch of
Albuquerque,
footage,
right?
which I
Shot
still
a
haven't
ton
done
of
much
footage,
with.
yeah.
Oh,
Need to see that.
I think it was. I don't remember where they jumped on, but I do recall that they stopped with us in Flagstaff because God bless him. Johan let us sleep in his camper for the night
Oh, nice.
because it was freezing cold and drizzling, and all we had was the truck, and we didn't want to set up the tent in the back of the truck. That first year was a disaster.
Well, it was a learning. There was a learning curve there that we had to fight our way through.
A
But
lot
yeah,
of compromises happen after you're on the road for like 15 hours.
Oh, yeah,
Correct.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
We have all these great plans, and we're like, I could literally lay down on the ground and go to sleep. I'm exhausted.
and we did.
We have laid down on the ground.
2017, yeah.
Yes, we did.
Slept on some.
The aforementioned junk truck broke down.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
Slept in a Flying J parking lot
we
on the
slept
ground.
in some weird spots.
Oh,
that year.
yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah. Three Lights, you haven't gotten to experience the 40, have you?
No, I've not taken the drive, but I hope to sometime soon.
Yeah?
I'm kind of bad at car rides because I get bored pretty easily.
Well, we all do. The trick is to drive.
But I think
You don't
it'll
get
be
bored when
fun.
you're driving. I mean, you kind of do, but you can't. You have to pay attention.
You could drive the truck on some of the stretches once we get her running again.
Yeah, I think I've driven our truck like once in like a school parking lot.
And there might be
did
enough
great.
Apocalypse Postcast to keep you going the entire trip now.
It's true.
But I haven't tried that yet. I do listen to the podcast sometimes, just to like check in on things, to see how I
remember
used to
when that
sound and
happened.
stuff. Yeah. I mean, I was just listening to 2 years ago my podcast with Adam and Jared to kind of like figure out what we're going to talk about tonight, because that was the last like Wasteland hype up chat, and it was actually really fun. I was enjoying the heck out of it.
Nice.
You haven't 2 years ago was the last time you did it.
Yeah, well, I did one last year from site,
Oh, okay.
but it wasn't really a hype up. It was more of like, we're already here. I guess it was still a hype. I don't know.
Hype, we're here.
What the hell? Who knows what to call anything?
It's okay, I believe in you.
Yeah. So do you guys have any big lore coming up? Because last year you did the big Silverman presentation ceremony, which, by the way, some people told me after was like super culty.
Look,
That face when you accidentally
is it-
start a cult.
yeah, is it really Wasteland if you don't start a cult?
I feel like I almost want to try an experiment. I don't know how many of the people who were there listen to the podcast, but I almost want to see if you say it, how many people say it back in their car.
Even unto death.
Even unto death. That was really fun.
Yeah, that
People
was
got
good
into
stuff.
it. Oh yeah, and
And the whispers.
Adept.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh, that was organic.
yeah.
And-
We didn't plan
That was unplanned, and that was beautiful.
Well, and
Yeah,
what
that
you
was
guys
cool.
might not know is that if you've seen any of the footage or if you were there, I've got these amazing goggles on that light up with the wrath of God, and I can't see a thing. Actually, that's not true. I've got tunnel vision, so I've got this little tiny little spot in front of me where I can see, but I could hear it, and I'm up there nervous, trying to remember my lines. I've got this wrath of God light shooting me in the eyes, and then I'm saying something, and I can hear the crowd, chosen.
Oh,
that was when
cool.
yeah. But they did it for everybody. They didn't just do it for me.
Yeah.
No,
I
it
know
was
it was
spectacular.
everybody.
They did
Yeah.
it for everybody.
Yeah, it was kind of like the like when you go to like a poetry night, how people applaud with just snaps.
Oh,
That was
Oh,
kind of the
yeah.
equivalent, right? Because you could
Yeah.
applaud without getting in the way.
And I tell you, for me, it was super sad. For me, being the guy up there with his eyes put out, who was basically the only one that knew what was coming.
Yeah, you've been planning it for like a year.
You knew I was doing it because I had to let you know
Yeah.
because we
I
live in the same
helped.
house together, and there was no way to keep it from you. But
Yeah.
there were things I didn't tell you. But like
That's true. Yeah.
having that was so satisfying.
Yeah, that was a good lore last year. We wanted to do something again this year, but I don't really think we don't really have anything to do it for this year. But there is some lore stuff planned that you don't know about.
Yeah, can we just
Oh,
not skirt
hello.
around the fact that there is shenanigans? Look, again, we live in the same house. There are shenanigans afoot, by the by.
Four
something's
of the
going
five
on.
of us know what's happening.
Yeah, I'm the only one in the room besides maybe the cat that doesn't know what's afoot. I know
Yeah.
something's going on, but,
That is so great.
So many people know, and you
and
can't
also
know.
you don't keep secrets well.
I'm trying. So I haven't spoiled anything, but I will say it's been really difficult not to because
We
I'm
on,
so
we on the ride home this
excited.
afternoon. She's like, "All I want to do is tell you." And you know, if I told you right now, they'd never know. And I was
Gimli
like,
would
"No,
know,
you're
and
right.
he would
You're
kill
right. They
me.
wouldn't."
Gimli would kill me.
No, actually, that's what I told him is, if it gets spilled, let me know so I can stop sweating.
There's some other stuff planned too, but a lot of it's secret, and we can't.
Okay. All
We
right.
can't spill. You'll have to just be there.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're gonna have to come.
There'll be evidence.
Oh, and
there
you-
will be evidence.
And you
Yeah,
guys are
come
going to be
in.
a little bit easier to find this year because you have moved.
Oh, moving on up again. So not only are we an official tribe that
Have we
gets early
contacted
entry.
the post office yet?
Have we contacted the post office yet? Oh yeah. we
About
need a
what?
Change
Change-
of
the
address.
change of
Change of
address.
address, yeah. There's probably a form for that. I don't know.
WCC?
The Farlanders are in the city this year, and we're not just in the city. Where are we, Gimli?
We are next door neighbors to the attack squad.
On Main Street.
Main Street.
Hot damn. You're
Yeah,
going to
we're
get
now
so
in
No pressure,
Undertale.
by the way. No pressure, kids.
You
Yeah.
find which of the two I find more precedent.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna be
that
near
was not
Tim.
lost on me.
We're near Tim, and that's enough. That's enough for all of us.
That's right, because where the Rust Devils were, you and Children of a Seer are filling that space, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think that's really cool because I'm also a big proponent of like adding density to Main Street. I mean, there's a lot of huge tribes on Main Street,
Sure.
but I would like to see more storefronts, if that makes sense.
Yeah, less wall, more store.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see that space kind of get filled in by not necessarily smaller tribes, but like smaller street view tribes. I have a plan for this that hopefully will come out at some point. Okay. Yeah,
Always
That's what
planning.
you're saying.
yeah. All I got to say is L-shaped
Who
camps
wants
for
to
the
see a
larger ones.
big stretch of the Dukes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. The
my
shade
God.
of it all.
No, here's the thing. I think my tribe is just as guilty as any. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of. I want to see some of like the concealment walls get replaced by fronts, like some kind of tribe front, so that you're not just trying to hide the stuff, but you're actually creating more things. But anyway, we're getting there. We're getting there.
One thing at a time.
The biggest problem is some of the oldest tribes that have made their way to Main Street are also some of the biggest. So they just literally need a larger footprint. And so, yeah, it's kind of a self-creating problem in a way. But yeah, congratulations on moving into the city. Undertown is always a ton of fun, a huge lore center, and
Yes.
always active.
Yeah, I think we're peripherally in some lore stuff going on. But us creating any ourselves this year, I think we've been so focused on getting ready to be on Main Street, which
Yeah.
I'm nervous as all get out about, like
No,
not
not me, man.
being up to snuff.
You got this,
All I
Bridget?
care about is being up to snuff on it. But we've got a couple 3 things going on. I don't know. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, no, I am nervous as a cat. I just look. The whole thing is, and I know there are a lot of tribes that probably feel the same way that first year that they get invited into the city. It feels like a huge honor and a responsibility because it's like we are part of the show now, you
right?
know? And it's like, okay, got to bring your A game. Camp's got to look great, and you know, you really want it to be perfect because it's Wasteland, you know.
Yeah. Attention, all vault hunters. There's some fantastic loot hidden in the Dukes of the Nuke Camp. Prize boxes brimming with great stuff from Valhalla and the rest of the Dukes. So buff yourself with a few extra luck points and pick up one of Valhalla's handmade keychains. Then try your key in one of Valhalla's vaults. There's a limited number of keys and multiple chances to win, so get your key early, because they'll probably sell out, just like we did a long time ago. No purchase necessary, but you don't want to know the other option. Full details at the Dukes of the Nuke store at Wasteland Weekend 2023.
Hey, is your garden not growing? Do you miss vegetables? Well, come on down to Patriot Thistles. We got a whole swamp full of this stuff, and with just the right touch of cat oil and prison white vinegar, we'll make you a thistle salad that'll remind you of the old world. We'll take caps, ammo, or even beanie babies, because they're going to be worth something again someday. Patriot Thistles. It's okay.
What are some of the considerations you had to make for moving into the city? Like, do you have to hide more of your camp and think about that kind of thing?
You know, I thought we were going to have to, but as it turns out, really the only thing we have to hide is 3 Lights pup tent and our van. Everything else is themed.
That's great.
We've been so used to being on a corner lot in the green place that our camp is themed all the way around.
Oh, perfect.
So we don't really have to worry about that,
Very
which
good.
is nice because we also don't have like a front and we don't have a backstage.
Yeah, there's no backstage,
there is no backstage.
out of themed area. It's all, you can walk into our camp, and as long as you don't look under the one particular tarp, you're going to be in good shape.
Nice. Yeah, we in the Dukes we definitely have, well, not really a backstage, but a fall off area where, you know, you can't really see it so much from the street. Of course, we try to keep things themed as far back as you can see, but you know, the most important stuff is what you can see from the street.
Yeah.
And when you're in the camp, when you're in like the public area, once you start to push to the back, you might see a couple things that, you know, shouldn't be there, but that's where they're supposed to go, is in the back.
Right, in the back.
Yeah, that's not going to be street view, but I feel like we need to frame the new map that Gemini has done this year in honor of our first
Holy
year
cats,
in
it's
Main Street.
so...
First of all, it's a beautiful work of art,
Yeah,
but
she's
also
done an amazing job.
yeah, no, it's top notch.
you know what?
She makes everything cool.
You know what came up? I was on the Facebook tribe lore page recently, and I was just scrolling through. I did some random search, and her post from 2019 came up, and it was asking like, "Hey, I want to get more involved in lore. Does anyone have anything I
She
can
wants to
jump
get
into?"
more involved in lore.
Yeah, and I was like,
I wonder if
that is-
she'll ever get more involved in lore.
right?
Oh.
I know, it's about time, Gemini. But yeah, my one comment was, "Look how far you've come," because I love that. She said, "I want to get involved," and she has like head first.
I
Now
was going to say,
she's done the
right into the deep end of the pool.
what's the guide? Help me out.
the field notes.
The field notes.
I'm so hyped about field notes.
It is some of the most comprehensive, best designed.
Yeah, no, her graphic design is chef's kiss.
And this is coming from another graphic designer.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really like I see it and I get hyped. It's really sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get one and frame it.
Oh
So
no,
fun.
look, and Three Lights and I have talked about this. It's Three Lights' mission, by the way,
Oh, what's that?
to get us a field guide.
Oh,
The field
nice.
Okay.
notes.
Yeah, I'll go out and see her this year, and I hope she doesn't make me to do anything too
Look,
difficult.
just beat her up.
Bring
Just
Cheeto
fight her.
because I think Gemini's doing weapon blessing.
Oh, that's
you were
right.
getting Cheeto
Oh,
blessed.
that's right. She's doing weapon
fun.
blessing.
Not
Go
during
get the
field notes,
neighborhood
but-
witches to bless your weapon.
Uh huh.
10 out of 10.
We'll be, all
Yeah.
right with
They
the
have
world.
their own neighborhood this year too.
That's cool.
I'm very excited
that's
about
right.
that.
The newest ward, right?
Yeah,
Fringe,
there's a
the
new ward.
Fringe, yeah.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah, so cool. So they're kind of going with like the different religions, very not culty, but like
Little culty.
what's it? Ceremonial? No.
Spiritual?
Yeah. You got the Wasted Saints. They're coming back back to like full size. I think
They
I
are
don't know.
doing some crazy stuff. I don't know if you saw latest post in Wasteland or Central and a couple other places where she was talking about the new stuff that they're doing for Wasted Saints. But there was like a list of it, and it is wild.
Yeah.
At
Did
one
I-
point, she was like, "We're bringing a swamp," and I went, "What?"
I was just about to say, I heard you say something about they're bringing a swamp.
I can't wait. I'm giddy.
I
cannot
can't wait to see what that looks like.
Oh yeah.
So
their
it's gonna be
camp's
like
gonna be
Burning
amazing. Oh, bless.
Sir,
And
too soon.
That's an
Too
intentional
soon.
swamp, not a nature-born swamp.
and Swamp Baby's doing like a tourist trap, like you know how you get all the brochures.
Yes.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
heard
We
about
were gonna
that.
submit something for that, and I think we missed the cutoff for
Well,
it.
imagine that.
Oh, I told her I have like shot glasses for the
With all the
Apocalypse
time
Post.
we
I'm gonna
have.
drop a bunch of those off there, so
Do
you might
it.
be able to trade for a couple of Apocalypse Post shot glasses.
Fantastic.
Yeah, because it just seems fitting because there's always shot glasses at
Always.
these tourist traps shops, you know.
Or those stupid little coffee cups. I guess they're
Or
espresso
those
cups.
weird,
but-
weird ceramic bells with like states on
Oh,
them.
Why is
yeah.
that a thing? Or spoons.
Or spoons, yes, the
Yeah.
tiny
I was
spoons.
thinking of spoons.
Or like
a spoon.
or like street signs with your names on them.
But it's Wasteland
Personalized
names.
keychains.
It's gonna be
Oh,
like
yeah.
so many like Sergeant Ass Kicker or something like that if it's all Wasteland names.
Right.
I don't think I'd find my name if
I
I,
don't,
looked.
I
I
don't think
never
any of
find
us
my name.
would.
Yeah, but the restorationists are back again. I don't remember if they were there last year, but I know they took a year off at some point. But they're the ones where you can go and get a ceremonial dust bath.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Right.
They're doing a thing too that I just found out about it actually. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was chatting with one of my friends and she was telling me about it and it was absolutely hysterical. Butter Squirrel, shout out.
Butter squirrel.
Yeah, she's
Butter
great.
Squirrel.
It was something about here it is. The shorts hoochening. She says it's a service we're providing for barter at it's at the repair sites. My bad.
Oh, right next door though.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, I think so. I think they're
Hold
nearby.
on, let me double check.
But Hoochie Daddies Beware the Thighs of March was the.
Oh no,
my
not
God.
next door. I was
And
looking
that
at
was the
last
funniest
rights,
thing.
not repair sites.
They all start with an N.
Oh, repair
an
sites are in the
R.
green place.
Apparently, I don't know my letters. This is what happens when you have a headache.
Someone
for the
told me
rest
that
of
the defenestrate horde are now the degenerates. But I haven't looked this up on my own. Is that true?
I only know this because I remember on.
No, because defenestrate horde is still on the map as the defenestrate horde.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
So now I don't even know what's going
Get
mystery-
my
Steven.
intellectual property lawyer.
I
on
know you
that.
have to do something with the degenerates
on. Yeah,
for
for the mayoral
the
stuff.
attack squad
Oh,
quest.
that's
no,
right. The
yeah.
Seven Deadly Sins
Yeah, the
quest.
degenerate-
The
Degenerates are
seven
number-
deadly swins. So.
they're number 66 in the green place, or
Swins?
oh no, just out in the theme zone. But yeah, defenestrate horde still very much a thing.
Oh, good. Okay.
Not the same tribe, even though they sound the same.
It's
Degenerate Defenestrate.
Too many similar names. And here I am
Yeah, can we
acting
get
like I know
original people?
something. Yeah, come on. I need you guys to get a little more creative with your names.
Get a thesaurus.
Wasteland tribe names are so fun though. Like the puns are real. They're
There
kinda
are
like,
so many.
They're like neighborhood softball teams. Like it's all about puns, right?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So good.
There's gonna be a lot of good stuff. I'm really excited about the Fringe and the fact that it's in that kind of previous to that was a pretty kind of empty spot, if I recall correctly, and it's nice that they're kind of changing the shape of everything just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's a collection of cool tribes.
Yeah, a few of those tribes have been there for a while, so now they're just gonna kind of connect a little bit
Making
more.
it official.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
neighbors.
Which is great. Yeah.
The neighborhood.
So, what else? Oh, I'm sure you guys have heard on the news the fiasco of Burning Man.
Yeah.
No, did something happen at Burning Man?
Something happened at Burning Man. And yeah, I don't like we don't always have to talk about Burning Man when we talk about Wasteland, but I think there's a comparison to be made, and because they went through an actual like event apocalypse this year, which I think is kind of fun. Like I think Wastelanders would really dig it,
Oh my god.
and I think the burners had a good time. Like
We'd be
some
out
of
there
them.
cooking them shrimp.
right in the mud, like
Gross.
Those little weird mud shrimps.
yeah, little mud shrimps. Mud
delicious.
bugs.
Roast myself up.
So
So
on
bad.
the one hand, I like the comparisons of Wasteland to Burning Man, even though we all here know that they are radically different in all the fundamental ways. But I also hate the comparisons because it's the negative comparisons, it seems like to me,
Right.
that like every adult person in my life knows.
Yeah.
Like, for prime example, my 88-year-old mother, God bless her, long may she live. She calls me. She's called me, and we've talked about it at least on 3 occasions. Are you still going to that Wasteland? Are you going to the Wasteland event? Well, you heard about what happened at Burning Man. I'm like, Mom, okay, they're very different. They are in different states. Even they're not even in the same state. They're in different. They take place in different kinds of deserts. And there's no hurricane falling down, or the wrath of God is not falling down on Wasteland Weekend, Mom. So yeah, no, people I work with, they know, they ask me about it. Oh, are you still going to that desert event? I think they all
That
think I'm.
desert
Yeah,
event.
like you're supposed to learn your lesson from an event that happens
that's right.
1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
Right.
In
Well,
a
you
completely
saw
different desert.
what happened at Burning Man, so just be careful. I'm like, okay.
But for anyone that hasn't been on social media, Burning Man got hit with a monsoon or a series of monsoons, and Burning Man happens on a dry lake bed, which of course was not so dry by the weekend. Basically, what happened is the mud of the dry lake absorbed all the water and just became a muddy slosh pit for people to walk around in.
And
Which
hard
meant
to drive in.
Yeah, which meant they basically said you can't drive, and they gave a shelter in place. Now, the media says it's a major problem, but burners said we're still going to have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
People were dancing. People were still having a good time. They were sharing resources, sharing food. I mean, they were all prepped to be there till Monday anyway. And they had Exodus on, Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, it
regardless.
wasn't a big delay for them, I don't think.
Right. Yeah, so they made a big deal out of the celebrities that hitchhiked their way out, and people walking the 6 miles to get out of there because they weren't having so much fun in their tents. But I think for a lot of burners, it was just another Burning Man.
Sure. And one for the ages. They'll be talking, by the way, we'll be talking about this particular Burning Man until we're all old and gray. Well, until y'all are old and gray, and I'm still old and gray.
Just older and grayer.
Just older and grayer.
Well, I got some grays to compete. Not my beard yet, but I'm getting there. Don't you worry. But yeah, we don't have to worry about that kind of thing at Wasteland. First off, our silt is not as bad.
No.
I know this because I shoot very expensive electronics, and they are always cleanable. At Burning Man, I hear the silt can really get in there. But also, while we are next door to a dry lake bed, the event's not in the dry lake bed. Oh, did you what was that?
While we're sitting there talking about this and getting everybody hyped for Wasteland and everything, forgive me. I happened to pull up my phone just to check in real quick, see if there was any news. Turns out Wasteland Weekend 2023 is now sold out.
Sold out?
So if you did not
Sweet.
get your tickets, you better start praying somebody
Oh
can't
my
go.
God.
'Cause otherwise you ain't
Unofficial
coming.
ticket exchange.
Yeah,
I
there's
wonder.
the unofficial ticket
better hope.
exchange.
Yeah, there's always a few, but oh man, and it's
Sorry,
like
guys, my tickets are all spoken for.
it's still a couple of weeks before the event too.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's going to be a big year this year.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
stuff
love it.
changing.
I love it. I wonder if it's going to be as big as 2019 because we had 5250 that year.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
realize it was that high.
5250. Well, I mean that's what's on my official map.
That's
Yeah.
that's chunky.
must be
That's a
true then.
lot of people.
Yeah, I think that's about right. And then what was it? 2021 because we skipped 2020 was like 3200.
I
And
heard it
then
was small. It was
last
real
year
small.
was 38ish.
Small but fun.
So yeah, I would expect somewhere in the low 4000s maybe by the time the numbers come out.
Not bad.
So, yeah, we're back to like
Getting back up there.
yeah.
Well, and with Furiosa coming out next year. Oh my God. Number one, population explosion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And can you imagine the new vehicles and costumes getting ready to come
So
out?
Oh,
excited.
you're right. There's going to be so many
Like
new
when
characters.
the Royal Boys first showed up.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
gonna be a
Uh-huh.
whole new batch.
Oh yeah, because 2015 Fury Road came out before the event, and yeah, the amount of War Boys that year was nuts. Because we had like it was all about the Elite Guard, especially on the front
Yeah.
gates before that.
Yeah.
And then the War Boys kind of took over. So now it's Elite Guard and War Boys, but. You know, Norton George Miller, even though this is a prequel and he's kind of already built that world, I don't
we'll
think
have new
he's
stuff.
not done building that world.
There'll be new stuff.
No. But yeah, all the stuff in the books that we have about Fury Road, he talks about the world he's built and how there's still so much we haven't seen that he's planned and like designed in his brain or whatever. But
Yeah.
Stay
yeah,
alive
I feel like
forever,
sorry,
George Miller.
I waylaid.
Right?
We need 100 more of these movies.
I know he needs to speed up a little.
Come on, man.
We can't be going decades between movies here, sir.
It's painful. Physically painful.
Yeah, I did check out what was it? 500,000 years of longing.
Oh gosh, I want to see that
Oh,
so
it
bad.
was
Oh, yeah,
beautiful.
it's free on something for
Yeah.
us.
We need to
It's,
watch that this weekend.
Yeah,
Prime, Max, something. It's on a streaming service.
beautiful movie, very different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
it
Fury
looks
Road
it.
was nonstop.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember seeing trailers for it.
yeah, I mean, it's really great. It's gorgeous and the acting is beautiful. The story's it's interesting for emotional people. It's gonna get you.
Ooh.
It is gonna get you.
3 Lights and I might ride the struggle
Yeah.
bus with that one.
But yeah, very excited for the Furiosa sequel to come out. Plus, I mean, they stopped shooting that like almost a year ago already. It's just been in post this whole time.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Which better mean good things.
Oh yeah. Well, you know it's gonna be
Look,
great.
it's George.
true.
Yeah.
I trust George.
But yeah, that's gonna bring a whole bunch of new people, I think, because
Yeah, oh, yeah, for
you know,
sure.
if Furiosa made women's roles like more powerful and just a whole different like feeling, right?
Yeah.
You know, we got the Vuvolini, and yeah, this one is going to be even more so.
Oh yeah, because younger Furiosa, so we're gonna get more in the Many Mothers.
Exactly.
I actually get to see the green place this time.
Yeah.
Very excited about that.
Oh, I know, when it's actually green.
Yeah, and not
That should
a
be
mud
cool.
pit. Yeah,
That should
I'm
be really
interested
cool.
to see what it was that he imagined for that.
Right.
Because everybody's got an image in their heads of what the green place should have been,
Mm-hmm.
and what the environment was like, what the culture was like. So I'll be very interested to see what it actually is.
Yeah, because in Fury Road, it was basically just Burning Man 2023.
circling back again.
Savage.
I
Oh,
did
man.
waylay that conversation when I saw that Wasteland Weekend was sold out. My bad.
Yeah.
So brutal.
No, that's great. I'm very excited. And for those of you who have tickets, can't wait to see you there. Because if it's going to be your first time, it's going to change your life.
Yeah, 100%.
Isn't
First
that-
years, come find the Farlanders. We'll play with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that right, Three Lights? Life
Oh
changing?
yeah, it's super fun. It's great.
I feel like you're doing it the crazy way too, because your first year was, you know, you were just outside the city, but you were still in the theme zone, so you still got to kind of experience that. It's year 2, and you're going to be in the city on Main Street. How
Yeah.
excited are you for that?
I think I would say I'm more nervous than excited.
It's very nerve-wracking. It's okay. We're going to be surrounded by amazing tribes.
You're going to love how easy it is to get to all the places you need to go.
Well, that's true. We are right there by it.
Yeah, I won't even have to hike or
Yeah.
anything.
No, you won't even have to hike to go get your Shirley Temples either.
Oh,
Yay.
where do you get the Shirley Temples?
I always got them at the Schofield Drifters. They hooked me up like every day, like 3 times a day. I think I turned into a Shirley Temple addict by the end of
Oh,
the
really?
week.
Because you're 18, 19.
19.
19 this year, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Shirley Temple. I didn't know that Schofield's did. I mean, a lot of the tribes do offer non-alcoholic drinks, which is wonderful, for their friends. Sure. I mean, yeah, for their friends. You just got to be really friendly. But yeah, they're famous for the wheel of emotions, and they have like alcoholic shots that match your emotions. So what would you call a Shirley Temple if it was an emotion?
Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe excitement. Well, excitement for me at least, because I was excited to be there that year. So I guess that's what I would.
I like that. I don't think he has an excitement.
Gimli, you had some of those drinks.
The
emotion drinks?
I had a few of those drinks.
Have you tried the regret? I haven't tried the regret yet.
I've had regret.
And
I regretted it.
really?
Oh, no. But was that not the goal?
It happened according to form. I mean,
Now don't tell me, because I believe it's a trade secret. But could you figure out what regret was? You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Oh, I like that. But it was regret.
I had 4 or 5 or 6 of them.
All
No, wait,
all
okay,
in one
hold on.
shot?
I require a little clarification. Was it regret because you had so many, or was it regret
yeah.
because it wasn't
I regretted the regret. The rest of them, I don't know how he managed to tune those in so well, but they taste like what they're named.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is a lot of fun. They are very good at what they do.
It is true. And I love them. They've got so much lore again happening this year. Throughout the entire slums, it's really exciting. And I mean, between Doc and Digits and the rest of the Schofields, like, I don't know if there's anything they are not taking on this year, because they do the unofficial tribes board. You know, they kind of curate that. Well, they don't really curate it. They just build it and share it and make sure everyone's putting their stuff up. But they're also involved in a ton of lore. They're offering some new services, including investigative, which, by the way, Farlanders.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
By the way, Farlanders, they have offered to investigate
Your empty box?
the empty box.
Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You heard him say empty box, didn't you?
No.
I heard him say, we're going to tweak that.
Allegedly.
In a
The
court of law.
alleged
Oh,
empty
no,
box.
see there. Don't get legal on me, man.
Well, the Swedish lawyers would have me be wonderfully legal.
This is why you need a lawyer, because
I know.
you just
I'm
done
so
played yourself.
bad at this. I need my lawyer right here, just telling me to shut up, and she would take
Plead the
over.
fifth.
Yeah.
It's too late for you.
But yeah, they've offered to investigate. So what do you guys say to the Dukes and the Farlanders both going 50-50 on a fair investigation by a third party?
Oh, of course.
Yeah?
I trust. I trust.
I have nothing
Doc
to hide and
explicitly.
everything to gain.
Okay.
It's true.
I believe he's just going to name his price when it's done,
Oh,
and we'll
okay.
just owe him. I think that's how it's going to work.
That's how you get in trouble right there.
I mean, that's fine. I'm still going to kill you in the Thunderdome. So
Oh, yeah.
every opportunity I get, I will bring this
Well,
up. Be
here's
aware.
well, they have offered to attempt to get this thing figured out before the Thunderdome fight happens, so that we can avoid going to violence.
Oh no, it's too late for that.
But
Adept craves violence.
Yeah.
I crave violence.
Mother.
I crave violence. I have tasted blood, and so I will have it. Sorry.
whose blood have you tasted exactly?
Don't worry about it.
That's classified.
Oh
Farlanders
man.
business.
But yeah, absolutely love them. There's so many tribes bringing so many cool things this year. Can we just talk about? All right, so have you guys actually been on that unofficial tribe board and just looked at? Like, I haven't actually sat down and read them all yet, but it is so full. I mean, there's going to be 30, 40, 50 things every day already scheduled within the
That's
tribes.
ooks.
And I mean, that's missions,
Yeah.
that's events, that's live music, that's games to play, challenges. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
If you're bored at Wasteland, it's your own damn fault.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of really great missions this year, and one of the ones that the Farlanders always participate in, that I've only done it a couple times because sometimes I get conflicting with schedule, because that's the life of a famous Wastelander, I guess. That's a joke. I'm going to just make sure to remind everybody that's a joke. The Wasteland Civil Defense always does their really amazing missions Thursday night. It's usually like really immersive, a little spooky, but always a lot of fun. And we've always helped them with that in our capacity as like herding the cats. or because they usually there's a lot of first years that come and do it. We always encourage first years to come do it. So if this is going to be your first Wasteland, definitely check out the Civil Defense mission.
Warden Pico.
Yeah, find Warden Pico.
Wasteland Civil Defense.
You're going to have a blast doing it. I know the Faceless Merchants always do their trade route, which is incredible. I know that the Bolt Cutters are doing a trade route too, which will be a lot of fun. You'll see them. They put on a really great show when they do that. When they come out en masse, the green places got a very cohesive look. They look amazing.
Yeah.
I do love them. I'm not partial to them at all, a little bit.
Yeah, but what's really cool about that tribe events board is not only are there like absolutely insane, blow your mind, high energy, ridiculous, embarrassing things to do on there, but there's also like some really like homey arts and crafts, like hangouts. There's like table game times. I think there's boozy yoga again or something or something like that. So there's lots of like different stuff. So make sure you check out the unofficial boards because there's definitely something on there for you.
Yeah, if you don't want to run around, there will be something you can do where you sit. Farlanders is also running a tribe mission this year too. I can't believe that wasn't the first thing I said.
It's our very first mission, kids.
Oh, tell me about it.
Guys, it's our first mission. Okay, so look, I'm putting all the blame on Gimli. If it succeeds,
nice.
He gets none of it. If it fails, he gets all of it.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go.
Okay, so no, Gimli came to me, and his whole idea was, wouldn't it be cool if you saw people walking down Main Street carrying gas cans like you see Max in Road Warrior?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, when he's got all the gas and he's carrying it up to the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, what if we had something to do where, you know, people had to go and just fetch gas cans? And then you'd see these pictures of people with gas cans and doing very appropriate wastelandy things. It requires almost no lore. Mm-hmm. There's an easy buy-in for first year people or people that, you know, don't really know what to do. It's like they show up, we say, oh, hey, here's a list of our customers. The Farlanders background story is that our stock and trade is in the manufacture and barter of gasoline. And so the whole mission is you come and see us, we give you a little bit of information, and then you go fetch our empties from our customers.
Oh, very nice.
Or you come and we give you cans to take to those customers. And the cans are, spoiler alert, the cans are always empty because heavy gas cans get heavy.
Right.
When,
well, plus we
when
don't
they're
want people
full of
running
stuff.
around with actual gas.
Yeah, nobody wants, come on.
No one wants that.
Tom, I'm here at Wasteland Weekend where disaster has struck.
And is that them in the corner?
3 dead after.
Is that the jerry cans, or are you going to use with some like Walmart orange plastic?
I think they're going to mostly be these metal jerry cans.
Cool. Yeah, because they look great.
We've got an assortment of stuff.
Oh, very
We've
nice.
got several people bringing stuff.
And that really helps like Wasteland lore as far as, you know, where do all these like rust rods, how are they fueling up?
Yeah.
And you guys are just bringing them in from the other side of the country.
Well, I mean, you know, we do gas business on our side of the country too. But,
Right.
you know, somebody at Wasteland got to have some gas. We're just bringing a little bit with us.
Yeah. Well, because in the ones you came before, I kind of established that, you know, diesel is pretty popular, but gasoline, that would be rare because it goes stale so damn fast. Mm-hmm. Right?
It does not keep.
It does not. 3-month shelf life, maybe 6 if you have some stabilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, well, that's awesome. That's going to be great. So it's
Yeah,
basically
we're excited.
a run and go get this.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you send a gas can to a tribe and they say, I will see the gas, and then the runners open it up?
They will.
Wow.
Well, unlike an empty box full of guns.
Giant air quotes.
Yeah, I hope you kids at home could hear those air quotes. The gas cans are never supposed to be full. We're sending them an empty gas can because they owe us gas, or we are retrieving an empty gas can because they received it.
Uh-huh.
Basically, we just need an excuse for the cans to always be empty because nobody wants to cart around a bunch of heavy cans.
Absolutely not. But no, you're right. That's going to make for some really good pictures. Not just people carrying them around, but also like the trade-off, like when they're handing them to someone. That's going to look cool.
Well, and if you want to get... So we're paying for moving our gas cans with gas chits. So Farlanders don't really have money, but we have fabric chits that you can use to exchange for gas at the Farlander fuel depot.
And what shape are they?
They are triangular because I hate myself. We're making them all, and I was like, oh, let's make them a weird shape. And then we made them triangular, and I was like, oh, this takes forever to cut out.
Would it ruin your day if I start spreading the word that they're called the Farlander Trio-Us?
Sir.
It's canon. It's canon.
So anyway, there are two different denominations
Of the trial.
But we're just moving on.
Nope.
There's two different denominations. There's a 1 gallon and there's a 3 gallon. And for every can that you move, you get a gallon of gas. So if you bring back 3 cans, you are privy to get the 3 denominations.
One of them for free.
There's the word I was
Yeah, that's a good commission.
Yeah. So,
Hell yeah.
you know,
Just got to
it's
come
fun.
to Tennessee to cash them in.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, because
Not
on site.
deliverable on site.
Yeah, you've got to come to the fuel depot for that. Sorry, boys and girls.
but that's awesome.
But you know what? If somebody really came out here with it, I might go buy him some gas.
I'd go
I 100% would go buy them
If
some
you
gas.
show
and
up
be
with
come on,
chits,
let's
I will go
That's
buy
right.
you guys.
Gimli, we got a Wastelander coming through town with some chits. We're gonna have to. I'll meet you at the gas station, buddy.
So a few tribes have come up with different currencies over the years. Of
Yeah.
course, the casino came up with Wasteland's first, which was based on the Fallout bottle cap, because they've used bottle caps for their gambling enterprises for years.
Electric orange, no big deal.
And those kind of became like the universal currency for a little while too. Like even some vendors were offering discounts with a couple of caps.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was really neat. And of course, Undertown has the Baron Buck or the Coyote Canyon Dollar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. And they are in absurd denominations like
Yeah.
25 million and
Yeah,
that
the
sort of
inflation's
thing.
run rampant.
Good Lord, I'd say so.
The Juggers have done bars of gold and silver coin.
I saw some bars of gold here. I think on maybe Wastelander Central today.
I thought you meant
really?
like in our collection. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I hope that's not real gold.
I have
'cause-
one somewhere.
Oh my God,
course you do.
that's amazing.
Of course you do,
That
Gimli.
would be worth a pretty penny, wouldn't it?
Couple
Someone
bucks.
actually gifted me with a silver, like a 99.99 silver. Not a dollar, but like a square, like a 1 ounce. or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
the little rectangles
Yeah.
that are, yeah.
And I was like, oh shoot, this thing's actually worth like 30 something bucks or something like that.
Dang.
I was like, that's a heck of a gift. Thank you. But yeah, it's really cool that there's going to be another currency because in years past, there's also been a bank and an exchange rate for all these things. So people
That's
like,
so wild.
they'll
That's
fill
a
in
lot
the
of fun.
gaps, you
Oh,
know?
Sure, absolutely.
I
It's
can't wait
pretty
to
cool.
figure out what our exchange rate
Maybe
is.
our dumb
Oh, yeah.
triangles will be worth something.
I mean, there's so few of them. I
Ours
feel like
is
their
right.
value is
back.
higher.
It's like the gold standard. We're backed by gasoline.
I was going to say
Yeah,
we're backed
there you go.
by the precious juice.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys do actually have a standard. That's the problem. Skullduggers. I don't think that money's worth anything. Like I don't think
what's
there's a
it backed
standard.
by?
That's a good question.
The Baron?
I think it's just
How's that
Red
work?
Hots.
by the
Red hot.
yeah red hots.
The scrum.
That's funny. Oh my god. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot going on, and you know what? So I actually kind of keep remembering this. This is going to be our first year without Adam Chilson as art director and
Oh, yeah.
like build master. So yeah, things are going to be a little bit different, but you know, Jared, who is the owner, still very much in charge, and he knows what to do. And JR, who goes by the overseer, he's been running the command center for several
Oh, okay.
seasons now.
Yeah.
So he's going to kind of step into a lot of what Adam was doing, while also delegating more of the responsibilities than Adam was ever able to do.
Oh, good
So,
for him.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be a really good situation.
cool.
But yeah, I'm excited because, you know, a little bit of change is always good.
Well, and quite frankly, it's such what seems like such a well-oiled machine. I think the only way you can mess it up is if you changed the theme mid-event. Like, oh, hey guys, this is a My Little Pony event now. It's
my
no longer
God.
Wasteland. Oh no, sorry, Mad Max is out. Pony's in.
I'd
Ponies
actually
are in.
enjoy that, honestly.
Yeah, get into it. Look,
Yeah.
she's 10 seconds away from a pony costume anyway.
Oh, wow.
She could do
Okay,
it.
I wouldn't say that, but
But I mean, you could change gears real easy.
I do enjoy myself some My Little Pony.
3 Lesson Interpreter would have a field day with that.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
We're gonna binge watch it together this year.
Do it. I'll come watch too.
Well, when you come to Neotropolis, you can, not My Little Pony it, but you can like Pony Planet it.
Pony Planet?
Pony Planet. Yeah, you
Pony
can come from Pony
Planet.
Planet.
Pony Planet.
I hear a new tribe getting formed
Yeah.
right now.
It's just the gears are turning.
Three
Interpreter,
lights.
if you're listening to this right now.
Verbal trademark.
Yeah, Three Lights is in charge of that one.
Three Lights running her own tribe in Neo. I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
JR is a sweetheart, though, and I know
Honestly,
he's going to
yes.
kill it.
Yeah.
He's going to slay.
He already has. I mean, just the genuine curiosity he has, and and he's able, like he listens and he talks, and I think he's very well liked amongst the staff and volunteers. I think he's going to do great. I mean, we've had some conversations, and he's got my full backing. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like enthusiasm is 99% of it, too.
Oh yeah.
And he's very enthusiastic.
Yeah, and I mean, Wasteland. While Wasteland provides the infrastructure and the tickets and the insurance and the fire department and the police
Toilets,
departments,
don't
and-
forget toilets.
Oh God, the porta potties. Yeah, I mean, at this point, a lot of it is brought by the tribes. So as long as you can make it so that the tribes can deliver
Right,
what
yeah.
they're trying to deliver,
Right.
you have an event,
Yeah.
right? And it just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what are you guys excited about for this year?
Oh, boy.
Everything.
Hold on, here we go.
Year dose. What are you most excited about this year, Three Lights?
I may or may not have written a list.
I want to hear this
give
list.
us a taste.
Lay it on me.
Definitely seeing everybody. I feel like all the coolest people live so far away. Not that you guys aren't cooler, but
Nice save.
Yep.
but I definitely missed being able to see everyone because I feel like everyone's like a million years away.
Yeah, it's intense, like how close you can get to people over the course of 3.5 days.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who are you most excited to see?
Oh yeah, call
Put
it
you
out.
on the spot for
I
that
can't
one.
pick
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
She's
Pick
not
favorites
gonna
immediately.
Don't
I'll
pick
cause a
favorites.
war.
Just say whoever you're thinking of right now.
I'm actually really excited to see Interpreter this year. We've been talking a little.
Oh yay.
And I'll miss our neighbors. I will still get to see them, but
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh, our Green Place neighbors?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah,
they
we had
won't
some
be.
great neighbors. We've had some great neighbors in the Green Place over the years. I will miss them.
Yeah.
I will miss them.
Yeah, and getting to see everybody has become, I mean, that's the number one at this point. Like, I'm excited about all the new things and, like,
Sure.
doing some events and all that, but it's all about the people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's why I keep going back.
What else you got on that list, Three Lights?
This bullet point says riding in cars ! Yay! Exclamation point.
Specifically, Doc Sidecar.
Oh yeah, that was one of my
Oh,
favorite parts.
yeah.
Definitely, I got to be taken out on Doc Schofield's motorcycle, and that was super fun. I may or may not have broke one of my contact lenses though, getting all the dirt in it.
Oh,
Shoot.
I remember that. Yeah, that's
Hey,
the danger.
That's the motorcycle from his story Contingencies that we did on Legends of Wasteland City. So you were in the actual car from this epic
A storied vehicle.
audio drama. Yeah.
That's actually
I
pretty
was
awesome.
very lucky, I think.
All right, give us a couple more.
Let's see. I put drinking Shirley Temples and drinking Cactus Cooler because it's regional.
regional.
It's
Original.
Yeah. I've already been asked to deliver a load of Yingling because it's very rare on the
Oh.
West Coast.
I was requested for Barter a jar of Dukes, but I'm actually gonna bring her two jars because she's gonna bring me some extra
Dukes
fun
what?
things.
Dukes?
Mayonnaise.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you're
not the tribe.
We literally have a Duke
Desert
here.
mayo.
You gotta clarify.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
A jar
I
of Dukes?
I actually did joke about that with her. I was like, not the
uh-uh.
tribe because that's illegal.
That's weird.
No, the mayonnaise.
How do you get the Dukes? That's what I want to know. How do you get it in the jar? Just get them to hold real still? I don't know.
Put your foot in here. Yeah, no.
If
Everybody
you-
wants regional stuff from out here. Somebody asked me for pawpaws, and I'm like, they don't grow this far south. I don't think.
funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, you can get a pawpaw.
You can?
Yeah.
I've never seen a pawpaw tree
Owens
out here.
Land, where you guys came out.
Oh,
They've got
shoot.
pawpaws on that land.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
All right, I might have to go get some pawpaws
Yeah.
and bring them.
Hey,
I know
if
that
we-
Emmy sometimes brings them. Emmy Mal,
If we made tartar sauce with Duke's mayonnaise, would it be Dukes of the Cuke?
you're
Sir,
grounded. I'm going to
out.
need you to leave.
It's
out
my
right
show.
now.
I can pun if I want.
I'm just mad I didn't think of it.
Duke, I mean, that one's a tough one. That one was a stretch.
So I hope you
Yeah.
stretch before
I
that
hated
leap.
everything about that.
I understand. I'm getting really good at the dad jokes. Let me tell you, it's the gray hair, man. It just
No, it
changes
happens.
everything.
It's legit.
I'm getting colored tomorrow.
What? What
yeah,
are you?
I'm gonna do like some fiery orange or something. I don't
Nice.
know. Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Oh.
But I think it's, how like the last time when I colored it for Neo, he bleached it. And so the end ended up just kind of bleached by the time everything washed out. So I'm going to do like orange at the roots down to bleached again.
Nice.
So yeah,
That'll be
I'll look
fun.
like fire.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty.
All right.
Be able to pick
and
you
then
out.
then I'll look like I'm 20 again. Because that's,
Sure, why not?
Sure.
yeah.
Wow.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for that, Gimli.
I'm trying.
Y'all throwing some shade.
Sure.
Yeah, if Doc Schofield's listening, don't worry, buddy. I offended him the first year because my very first question, well, not my first question, but one of my early questions was totally, so what's it like, being amongst the older crowd,
Oh my god.
being surrounded by a bunch of young people, like high energy? And he did not get offended. He answered me appropriately.
Bless.
But yeah, he's brought it up a couple times. So
no.
Doc, just know I meant it with
file
the
this
best
away for
intentions.
later.
And honestly, here's the thing. Doc, he makes it a thing. He wakes up first in his tribe. He goes to bed last every day. And he's like, I'll catch up after, but I am not getting left behind.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, God love that man.
Oh, it's so
He's
fun.
an inspiration.
He is. He is. 3 lights. One more. Give me one more.
I put down sending mail to my sisters and to other like friends and family and stuff because I really liked the post office. I thought that was super fun.
Like real world mail? Like send it back from Wasteland?
yeah, like
Into
the
the real world?
postcards.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because they do that.
So I sent one to my mom last year and to my sisters, and I tried to send a postcard to a friend, but I put down the wrong address, so
Oops.
someone got
Someone somewhere.
a real
Oh,
interesting
nice.
postcard.
From
That's
the
fun.
wasteland.
I've got some of them postcards. Look at me.
Somebody is very confused right now.
Yeah, so not only at Wasteland can you send mail to other Wastelanders, and it's also a mission to go to
Yeah.
the post office and deliver that mail, which most of the time the mail just says like, I don't know, like Ruin on it, and that's a person, and you got to find Ruin.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Who
they'll
is this?
give you a tribe name or
Yeah.
a camp location, but sometimes they won't, so you have to just find it. Hey survivors, the next season of Legends of Wasteland City is coming up in 2024, and we're looking for short, post-apocalyptic stories to add to the mix. If you've got a short story or a script that you want to submit, send it along with a short summary to theapocpost@gmail.com, and it might be in the next season of Legends of Wasteland City.
It's tough enough to keep your body hydrated in this dry-ass desert. But you're also constantly sweating and peeing out all of your electrolytes. And you need those. But here at Waste Not Organic Pea Salt, we collect used electrolytes. And with a triple wash system, get all that calcium, magnesium, and potassium, or as we like to call it around here, CMP, back into a solid crystalline form, ready to sprinkle on your dinner. When you want a CMP for yourself, come get some Waste Not Organic Pea Salt. Yum.
So you probably know the answer to this. Does the WCC still deliver to Uranium Springs?
I was actually just thinking about that, and I don't know. I don't know if they've actually attended in a couple of years.
Okay.
So if they go, yes, of course, they do have that trade route. But
I imagine I could ask them at the post office.
yeah,
They'll tell you.
that'll be the
They'll
question.
know.
But yeah, that was a cool thing they were doing because they have the
That's such a
outpost there.
Fun.
Yeah,
What a fun thing.
yeah, and so in
very
lore,
cool.
it's almost like they just had their people deliver to that outpost,
Yeah,
even though it happens
absolutely.
to be the same faces.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty cool stuff. And they had a competitor come up a few years ago. I don't know if they're still there, but there was like another express, kind of like a FedEx kind of thing.
I vaguely recall that.
Do you remember
What
that?
was it called?
And it was a wonderful little rivalry for a little bit. Like WCC was kind of the post office to this other delivery services, UPS or FedEx. They had a fun little rivalry going, which was great. I forget what they were called.
I couldn't tell you one a bit.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, which means we'll think of it in like an hour, and somebody will
totally.
be in the middle of another subject, and one of us will just yell it out.
For anyone listening, if you know who it was, write in
Please
the
tell
comments
us.
below.
Shout it out.
Yeah.
And then write it down.
But yeah, the Dukes, we we have a competitor that's come out of Tent City this year called the Love Bombs.
Yeah.
They put up a wonderful post where they said we have weapons for sale and we are mercenaries available for hire. And I was like, that's what we do.
I wonder if they deliver empty boxes too.
Well,
Then they'd be true competitors.
Well, they are part of their advertising is, it's like white glove service. So yeah, they're supposedly a step above us.
If you don't hand me the pistol with your pinky extended, it's not fancy.
And they've also advertised fair pricing, which we don't.
Oh well.
Yeah,
okay,
I was
sure.
gonna say, is your pricing gonna be competitive? But then no, I guess not.
No.
Not at all.
Our competition with them is going to be very much at the end of rifles. So
As all proper competition should be.
So anyway, come by the Dukes of the Nuke, and we will charge you with interrupting love bomb deliveries and that kind of thing, because the love bombs will die.
Yeah, you'll get a crisp high five.
Yeah. And of course, I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but some of the most fun that you have at Wasteland is not being friends with your friends, but being enemies with your friends.
Yes.
Because it's so much more fun to challenge your friends to Thunderdome fights.
To beat the crap out of some of your really, really good friends.
Yeah.
That's actually...
Or to march them at gunpoint in front of the car while they roll your tire.
And scream thief at them.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this?
And abuse them.
Oh, boy.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know what? Actually, one of y'all is going to tell the story much better than me because... honestly, I think the funniest reaction was how angry Gimli got about it at first until he figured out who it was.
Was it Saturday morning?
Yeah, it was
must have been
Saturday morning.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been Sunday morning. So Saturday morning, I guess we woke up and Crybaby's car, the Razor Nova, was missing a tire.
What?
Yeah, just the whole thing gone.
Like a wheel just off the
Just
car?
off, yeah. Wheel gone.
Jacked off. Jacked up. Jacked up.
Sir, it's not that kind of joke.
Tire chopped off. Axle dropped in the sand.
Come on.
Gimli got torqued.
Yeah.
Because and then there was a note that said, for payment of debt, signed the Baron.
Oh, shut
Now,
up.
that night before, the Baron had just become blood brothers at the ceremony with me. Mm-hmm. And so I was no, there's no way. This is not a.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's not the Baron's handwriting.
This is not legit.
Oh,
not legit
okay.
at all. This hardly seems like his style. So, we're running around trying to figure out what's going on, and we kind of got the idea that maybe our next door neighbor was in on it. Anthony, whose Wasteland name is Suicide.
Yeah.
His backstory is that he is either a descendant of the Buzzards or Buzzard adjacent,
Or a defect.
or something along those lines.
I'm sorry, Suicide, if we do not recall.
We'll talk about it. You can beat me up at the event this year. And so we were talking to him about it, and Gimli was hot. Like, bless Crybaby's heart, he's being super. He's like,
throws a spare.
it's no big deal. I got a spare. We'll put the spare on, and it'll be fine. And Gimli is torqued. He's like, we need to find this person. And come on, Gimli.
That is a beautiful car.
Oh, yeah. Finish that, fill in the blank there. We're going to find this guy, and...
I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just... it was in fun, but it was I know that Crybaby's put so much work and time into this thing.
Yeah.
I love the shenanigans. I love the play, and it helped in the long run. There was actually emotion and stuff tied up in this, so it made it a much more dramatic event in the end.
I think Gimli's main issue was he took umbrage to the fact that he didn't put a brick under it or anything, just plop right on the ground.
Yeah.
And which I think you remember. I remember
Oh,
you
I
saying
remember.
that's not good. For
Yeah, it's not good.
It's
Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a vehicle that travels hundreds of miles to and from.
Yeah, because it gets in the brakes and...
Yeah. So we did a little bit of to make a long story shorter. We did a little bit of investigation. We went to go see the Baron. The Baron says he's shocked. He's like, oh God, no, I didn't have anything to do with this. He said, oh, well, wait a minute. There was a guy that came in. I don't even know him. he said, who asked if he could stow it here. Because we went to the Mushroom Cloud Lounge.
Trying to set him up?
And the wheel was there.
No!
And he said, yeah, he said it was some shenanigans thing. And so he said, I'm always down for Waka Waka Deep Lore, so come on in. Actually, Waka Waka Deep Lore.
Yeah, that's more like it.
That's the Baron. And he said, yeah, but I don't even know the guy's name. And I said, well, Baron, did he look like... And I described Anthony, Suicide, to a T, and he said, yeah, that's the guy.
Your Baron impression is hysterical.
Maybe I should have done the Baron the whole time. He says, yeah, that's the guy. And I went, okay, we're going to go get him. So we went back to camp, and Anthony, Suicide, the whole time, he got a big shit-eating grin on his face. He's having a great time.
His poker face is terrible.
Is he in your tribe?
He's got no, he's next door.
Oh, okay.
We're working on that.
Okay.
And
like pushing him further away? Is that what you're
no, opposite of that, baby.
Get in here. We like you.
Anybody play a game like this, he a Farlander, he just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
So we went back and we said, okay, we're going to play it super cool. And I said, Crybaby, call him over to the car. Call him over to the Nova. Have the hood open and ask his opinion on something. And we'll all have him surrounded with our guns.
Nice.
And then we're going to march him into town and make him fetch the tire and bring it back to camp for us at gunpoint. And we did.
It was great fun.
The whole time we shouted, shame, shame, thief, thief.
Yeah. Booed
Mickey
in.
Bang Bang came in.
And at one
Red
point
Claws
shouted,
in.
ultimate violence!
Yeah,
It was great.
God. It was so fantastic. And Suicide had a blast.
Oh, I bet he did.
He had a blast. He said, at one point, Gimli had a rope tied to his waistband.
Really?
Using it like a reins of a horse. I'm like,
And Suicide said at one point, I turned with my rifle and we're marching down the street, and he said, you looked at me and said something, no, shut your mouth, buzzard. And he said, I felt like the Immortan had just turned his head and made eye contact with me. He was like, I was so excited that you knew that little bit of my backstory, just enough to taunt me with it.
Nice.
And it was very cool. It was a lot of fun. What a good sport. What a champ. We had no idea that was coming, by the way.
You're really good at holding on to things for just the right moment, aren't you? The Baron's real name.
I held that one for about a year.
Baron forgot he told him.
Yeah. And what was it? You in the middle of the ceremony, as Silverman,
As the Silverman.
you called out his real name, and he was like, "What?"
Yeah, I did. Should I say it on air? I feel like maybe I should hang on to that one.
Well, I think it's out there, isn't it? I don't know.
There's a video.
No, hold
It's
on to it, because
recorded
Baron
as
might
a
want to play with that some
Yeah,
more.
no, look. Yeah, maybe the Baron will tell you if you go to talk eyes to him.
Well, you just got to beat him in a round of Mancala.
Oh,
And then maybe he'll tell
there
you.
you go.
I don't know.
That should be the wager.
Yeah.
I beat you and you tell me your real
I
name.
would know your real name.
Play for the name. Yeah. Oh, that's really fun. I'm glad he had a good time with it. And I'm glad.
it got better.
And I'm glad.
Oh, by the end, Gimli was having a blast.
Good.
But, buddy, he started hot.
Yeah, there's a fine
That was
line
a bad way to
between.
wake up.
There's a fine line between shenanigans and just swiping things.
Yeah.
At least he left the note that gave you enough clues, because then it's a game, right?
Well, yeah, and you know what? I should have prefaced this with Suicide went to Crybaby before the event. I don't want you to think for 1 second he came in.
Okay.
I'd forgotten. I should have told this right at the
okay.
start. He talked to Crybaby and said, "Are you up for shenanigans?" And
okay.
Crybaby was like, "Oh yeah, that'd be cool. You know,
Okay.
I'm down for stuff.
Very nice.
I'm down for stuff." So
Yeah.
it wasn't like he just wandered into our camp and took some crap.
Yeah. All right. So, go ahead.
No, this was set up. It was just maybe just a touch more than we were expecting.
I'm all in, man. Look, I'm here to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for you Wastelanders out there, there are stealable items. They have a symbol. Just
Yes.
ask around.
Yes,
They
yes.
will point. They will tell you exactly what the symbol is, and that is a stealable item. Good form would be to leave a calling card behind so that they know how to find you, or send a letter saying, "I have your stuff."
All good criminals leave a clue.
with your demands. Yeah, leave a clue. And don't steal things that aren't marked unless you are very close friends and tell them that you're going to do it.
I believe the symbol, if I remember correctly, it is like a upside down, like a pointed downward triangle.
It's a shield. It's
Or
the shield
it's the
again.
shield. That's
Yep.
right. It's the shield.
Yeah, with a skull and an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. But yeah, there are stealable items. but just, be very cautious about what you take because, most things are not stealable. And we have had people show up and be like, I'm a thief. That's my character. And they just kind of stole things and they just made a collection. Don't ever do that.
Don't be that guy.
It's not fun for anybody.
That's how you get banned from the event.
Yep. And that thief is no longer invited.
He gone.
Yep. But yeah, there's a ton of entertainment that they've got planned for this year.
Yes. Well, there always is. But
I know. There always is. But yeah, starting Wednesday night, we got DJs back on the main stage. We got bands, some old, some new. Some favorites, some that we've never heard of before, that have never been to Wasteland. So I'm really excited to hear some new stuff, but also really excited to see some friends again. Of course, Attack's going to be there. V2A are coming back from England.
They're great.
They are so fun.
They're
Both
great.
of those guys put on a great show. And they're sharing a night tonight. Sharing a night this year.
Really?
I think so. Let me double check my schedule here.
I will have no voice after that night.
You don't need one. You know what's great, though, is we don't even have to leave camp. We can just dance in camp.
I was going to say we could throw a rock and hit the main stage from our camp. We're so
It's going to be
close.
great.
Yeah, you guys keep going while I look this up.
Oh, somebody wasn't ready.
I wasn't-
Yeah.
Gotta
I
be
wasn't
close
ready.
enough to the stage
Here it is.
to feel the heat from the flames.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you're going to
that's
be there
true.
this year. Your tents might light on fire.
Oh, God, no. Please, no.
We don't
We
need
have to
that.
return the van and get our deposit back.
All right, just some of the bands that are coming this year. A new one I haven't heard of yet, Living Darkness, Anthea. Militia Vox is coming back. She's blown
She
up
was
since
great.
she hit the Wasteland stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember we saw her that first year that she came. She was put on a great show.
Yeah, and she does a nice auntie impression. She does We
Yes.
Don't Need Another Hero and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, you remember?
No big deal. My all-time favorite song.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And see, we weren't there. I remember that year she came and sang it. Do you remember? We were outside the city.
We could hear it.
Out and about,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
heard it, and I was just like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
they turned
missing
her
my
up.
Song.
Uh-huh.
What's happening right now?"
Yep, Fleischkrieg's coming back. Christine and the Reckless Hearts. I haven't seen them yet. Really excited. They've got a great online persona going on.
I
Yeah,
love
and
the
then
name.
this is Friday night. Attack at 9, V2A at 10. So talk about that.
Perfect.
And then Arno Core at 11 o'clock. Have you guys
Oh,
seen
no.
Arno Core yet?
Oh, no.
No, I don't know what that is.
You don't. Oh.
They're an Arnold Schwarzenegger
No.
band.
Oh no! What?
Sees everything as Arnold.
Look, if they don't sing a song entitled "Get to the Chopper,"
No, they have one.
they've got to.
Stop.
so
it
good.
would be the law if that was your band theme. That's
It's
bananas.
so good. Soldiers of Destruction are back. Jason Charles Miller, our like resident country rock Wasteland band.
Oh yeah, I remember
Oh,
I
my
remember
God.
that. And I was just like, "What is this?" I was surprised, but like pleasantly so.
Just so good. Old Blood's coming back, and Alicia Cherie, another new band I don't know yet. And then of course tons of DJs. Corpse Toe's coming back again. A whole lot that I don't know yet. I'm not going to go through all of them, but The Omen has played Wasteland before. Joe Virus is coming back. Johanna Constantine is coming back. She's fantastic as well. And then of course we've got the RC Death Race and BattleBots again.
Oh, I love watching the BattleBots
Yay.
so much.
Both fantastic
I like
shows.
a good destructive robot.
Oh my
I think
god.
in 2016, I thought it was BattleBots, but I remember at one point, man, this was back at H Park, but we were watching a show and you put me up on your shoulders because I couldn't see.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember, but I want to say it was something like that, but I don't recall off the top of my head. If BattleBots, you weren't there in 2016, I'm remembering wrong.
It was
Sorry,
somebody awesome.
but it was something cool similar to that. It's great fun to watch. Three Lights, we're gonna have to go see that one.
Oh, it's a blast.
Definitely.
It's so good. And it's kind of like, what was that show that was on MTV or Comedy Central? Comedy Central. Not BattleBots. No, it was BattleBots.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what
it
you're
was-
talking about.
It's kind of like that, except these bots are even more Wastelandy.
Yeah,
And more,
they fighting in the sand.
and they fight in the dirt. I mean, talk about like the last thing you want to put a remote control car on is a bunch of sand. But they
We're
do
gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, just an extra challenge. Here's some more stuff. The archery range is back again this year. There's going to be a ton of stage shows like the Badlands Savages, a lot of burlesque. Raven Collective is back. If you haven't seen them, let's just say the assistant and her girls are always putting on a show.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she performs in this wonderful topless thing, and he throws knives at her. That's the show.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's-
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to see that.
Goodness,
for sure.
it is a show. Let's see. There's some aerials because they've had that aerial set up right by the stage.
Yes. That's pretty incredible too.
Yeah, and that's really cool when they're doing aerials while like someone's on main stage.
Oh yeah.
If you can put yourself in a position to get like aerials in your foreground, and then there's main stage, and then Thunderdome's over your shoulder, you got competing sound. It is like sensory overload in all the right ways.
In the best way. It's great.
Yeah, let me see what else. Oh, of course, there's more jugger matches, costume contests. I mean, it's everything. This is everything we love about Wasteland is all on the docket this year.
I feel like it's going to be really big too. I feel like we're really stepping it up in terms of entertainment. Like I have this feeling it's going to be really great with the selection that we've got. There's all the same stuff that we've had, but new stuff. I know a lot of camps themselves are doing shows. Like I know Wasted Saints is going to have a ton of shows.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. So you pretty much can't go wrong. Just kind of bebop around and you're going to fall into something.
Yeah.
Well, and you were talking about Wasteland sensory overload, but I feel like Wasteland sensory overload is like the best kind because we've talked about this. We'll be driving down a street here in, downtown small town USA, and a big loud truck goes by and we're like, ugh, gross. I smell exhaust. And then at Wasteland, it's like
the best.
It's like, oh God, it smells like Wasteland. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like at home, that's like, ugh, gross.
Oh, yeah.
Idiot.
And if you're one of those car guys that's always like revving your engines at red lights, hoping that someone will notice, Wasteland's for you because you rev your engine at Wasteland and the crowd screams back at you.
Oh, yeah, no, we're hyped for it. We are there. We literally bought tickets for that thing.
Yeah, just to hear that.
I'm excited because it feels like, the last couple of years was kind of like getting back on the horse, and now it feels like the boulder's back up to speed.
Yeah, and things have normalized in the world.
This just feels like this is going to be back to where we were to an extent.
Yeah, I definitely get what you're saying there. It's kind of like as if 2020 didn't really get in the way. Now we're back to where we were then.
Yeah,
we're
pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. I know, I didn't want to say it.
Well,
I didn't want to say it that way, but
look, it's not Voldemort. We can say COVID. We can say COVID. It's all right.
That's funny.
He who shall not be.
Yep.
The virus that shall not be named.
Yep.
Well,
as it were.
It just definitely feels like the boulder's getting back up to speed.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think
Definitely,
that's maybe the vibe I'm picking up on with people, the online presence, and just kind of things that I'm seeing.
It feels
Stages
good. It feels
coming
right.
back, and
people are really excited
vendors
about
coming
it.
back, and
Yeah. Hey, Three Lights. Do you get intimidated by how much there is to do at the event?
Kind of. My internal schedule is a little bit bad, so I honestly tend to follow people around like a lost puppy most of the time. But I don't know. I think that a lot of the other Farlanders always have fun stuff planned, so I'm pretty content to do.
So someone can say, hey, I'm going to go do this. Do you want to come?
And I'm always like, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's the right answer. Yes. Yes.
you'll end up carrying a helicopter.
Yeah, I think.
God.
Let me know if you guys agree with this. I think some of the best advice has been have a couple things that you don't want to miss on your schedule for each day. But other than that, like just go out and let Wasteland grab you. Let it take you in.
Let it happen.
Go follow a crowd. Follow some screaming somewhere. Get yourself involved in something you were not expecting to get into. Right?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
try not to overschedule for sure. I did that one year. That was a mistake. I'll never overschedule myself like that again. And so it's okay. It's okay to say no and just kind of go where the
Well,
flow.
and it's hard to schedule because we're gonna say it. Wasteland time.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
When you're running around and you don't necessarily know what time it is, or I'll do the flip side of that coin. You do know what time it is, and it didn't start at the time that they advertised because
Yeah.
pause for dramatic effect. Wasteland. Wasteland happens. You're on your way to go do the thing, and every person you run into is somebody you know that wants to stop and talk to you, and you're like, oh man, I'm so excited to see you. I'm going to this thing, and then you talk for 45 minutes.
Right. Oh, totally.
Every time.
So
Or you get
it's
sucked
hard
into
to
a completely
schedule.
different adventure.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, I got waylaid by a side quest.
I'm not gonna lie. No offense to the rest of Farlanders, but Three Lights is the funnest person to wander around
Oh.
with. We had
How
so
dare you, madam.
much fun.
Tell me more.
last year, and I don't know if it was just because seeing Wasteland as kind of a seasoned veteran through a first year's eyes.
Oh yeah.
But Three Lights and I had a ton of fun just wandering around
Cool.
and just chatting and looking at fun things. And we did a lot of that. We'd kind of just go on a walkabout and then poke our head into a camp and see what was up. And we got into a lot of fun shenanigans. It was great. I had a great time.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I will even let me challenge the veterans to find yourself one who is of the first year and take them on a walk with you. Invite them to go places that you love and that you've seen a dozen times, because getting to see it, like you said, getting to see it through their eyes for that first time and see their childlike sense of wonder. That was dumb.
You're right, because, all right, so it can be chaos to try to get a group to go around, but if you can find one, maybe two people
one or two
tops
folks.
to go explore with, it is fantastic, because you go into each one of these camps, you talk to the proprietor, find out a little bit of their backstory, what they offer, what events they've got going on, and just kind of like shoot the shit. And it's so low pressure because you're not trying to wrangle, 6, 7, 12 friends.
Sure.
It's just the 2 or 3 of you and just having a good time meeting some new people.
Well, and even if you're new or you're shy, I'm talking to you. If you're shy, hell, half the fun's going into a place and just looking around.
Yeah.
Make sure when you're going into these camps, look around. Because these theme people, they have knocked themselves out to make this stuff. Look at it.
Yeah.
Gotta look at it. Don't just gloss over it. Like, go in and, like, look up. Just look at the walls, look at the floor, look at the decor. Because we and others, I mean, not just us, but the Dukes too. They put a lot of work, and you want people. It's there to be seen. Go drink it in, man.
And look at it out at a full scale, because the whole event looks amazing, and then each camp looks amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But then you just keep zooming in, and eventually you'll find
Zoom and enhance.
This little 1-inch doll that someone's obviously put a couple hours into creating, or they've
just affixed it someplace unusual for something,
Yeah, like people put time into not just the big thing, but also the tiniest little details.
Yeah.
So cool to discover.
I think too, it's important as a vet of the event. Like if you've been going a lot of years, you can never have that first year experience again. It doesn't exist. And I made the mistake. I think Cammie and I talked about this a little bit. Throttle, she's amazing. We talked about it a little bit. I tried to spend like 2 or 3 years post my first year trying to chase that first year feeling, because that's what I thought it was going to be like every year, until I finally realized you can't have that first year experience again. And that's okay, because now it is your job to create. You become the world and part of what creates the first year experience for those first years.
Definitely.
So you become the custodian of the first year experience for the new people. So make it amazing. Grab a first year and be like, is this your first year? Let's go. Take them on an adventure. Be the custodian of that first year experience.
Oh, totally.
So
yeah, it's interesting as you grow from the, hey, someone entertain me, to the, hey, I will entertain you.
That's right. Hey, watch this.
It takes on a whole different meaning, right?
Sure, absolutely it does. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you become part of it. You claim a piece of ownership in it, and you are now Wasteland. Like it's such a cool thing.
yeah, once you realize that, and I'm giving this advice for anybody who might be going into their second or third year and they're wondering why they can't have that magic again. You are now part of it, like you said. You are now Wasteland, and it's okay. Don't chase that anymore. Create a new experience, Create the world that these people come into, and make them fall in love with Wasteland. Make the event what changes their lives.
Be the Wasteland you want to see in the world.
Yeah, perfect. Slap that on a shirt. Let's make $1 million makeshift.
Nice. Oh, I love it. Oh, well, guys, we're coming down to the end here.
It's been great.
Oh, this has been so fun. I feel like we could shoot the shit like this for hours. I mean, we did just the other day.
Yeah,
Well, that is true.
literally.
Literally like all day.
Yeah.
It was great fun, though.
Man.
I'm getting hyped now. I was feeling a little...
Are you feeling it?
I was feeling a little meh leading up to it. I haven't been really hyped much this year about it. More stressed than anything. But talking about it, I think I'm getting hyped. What about you, Gimli? Are you getting hyped?
You focus too much on the projects, and then you get to doing this, and you realize, oh, this is what we're doing the projects for.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah.
What about you, Three Lights? Are you hyped?
Yeah, I'm super excited.
It's going to be so much fun.
Are there any highlights on your list left that you can't wait to share?
It's a great list.
Look, you
It's a
can't see
long
it. It's a
list.
great big old long list.
It is. It's a full page.
Written in ink. No big deal.
I felt the need to have talking points, and then I realized I've not talked that much. So
Oh,
you're
well,
fine.
well, let's go.
You're going to be
Fill us
so
in.
much more comfortable next time?
All right. To close out the show, we're going to finish up Three Lights list.
Ooh, okay. Well, my whole list, which is not super long, I promise, is seeing my buddy's smiley face, making new buddies, because it was definitely fun meeting people that I guess like the Farlanders don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We were camped near. It was kind of like a carnival. Do you guys know?
Oh, the
what
Caution
I'm
Tape
talking about?
Carnival.
Oh, yeah.
Carnival.
It was
Yep.
super fun, and I remember I kept running into this one person in particular.
I remember that.
And don't hate me, honestly, I don't remember their name. But we
There's
just
a lot of
ran
names.
into each other the whole time, and every time we saw each other, it was almost like, oh my god, hey, like, it's you again. So I'm definitely excited to.
And
to...
Caution Tape's going to be right across the street from you guys.
Oh,
yay!
yes!
Yeah,
What?
because they got that stage.
That's right.
The
They're
first
getting
spot.
that corner spot, aren't
Yep,
they?
yeah, right across
I
the
forgot
street.
about that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they're going to be facing the stage, which is going to make it very loud for them.
Yikes.
But yeah, it's going to be great.
Nah, it's be rad.
Yeah. Plus, now it's just going to be a hop, skip, and jump over to the Atomic Cafe, and then go play some more games.
Yay.
Yeah. What else you got?
Taking pictures with cool people. I love taking pictures with cool people. This year I want to take pictures with more war boys because I was searching
yeah.
for them last year. But I don't know. I feel awkward going up to people and being like, "Hi, can I have your picture?"
Oh, you kidding? Let me tell you, I don't know all of the war boys. I'm not going to speak for all of them, except yes, they all want to take a picture with you. They do not put on all that white paint to not get their pictures taken.
Well, if a group of war boys wants to hit me up this year, then come find me.
Do you hear that, war boys? Do you hear that? 3 lights. That's your mission, war boys.
Finding new things to buy on Barter. I thought there was a whole bunch of cool stuff. Last year I wanted a fur pelt, and I recently bought myself a fur pelt. He's a raccoon, and his name's Pudgy.
Yes! All
It's a
hail
legit,
Pudgy!
a legit wasteland name.
I love it.
He's a cutie. Obviously riding in cars, yay. Watching the Thunderdome fight, I'm very excited for that. I got to climb up the Thunderdome last year,
Oh my god.
and it was very fun.
I just need to say this as a parent with 3 lights. When she and I climbed up on the dome to watch, I have never seen my child get so feral, and it was the best. At one point, she slammed the cup on the thing and she's
Yes.
yelling, "Fuck him up!" And I was like, "Yes."
I don't know who that was.
We don't know who they were fighting. Oh, what, who you were?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know who that
Might
person
have
was
been a
either,
different
but
girl.
Turns
I
out it
loved
was 3 lights all along.
Fun fact: the dome is made of this metallic conduit that just gives you a different energy.
Yeah,
It's true,
it
yeah.
must.
Yeah.
I'm excited to listen to the radio. I have my own little radio.
Yeah.
And Wasteland Radio is super lovely. I really like it. And I wish I could play it here in Tennessee like 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah, the only place in the world you can hear Wasteland Radio is at Wasteland. They do not make copies. They do not present it anywhere. You
No, I
have to
know.
be at Wasteland.
Got to be there.
Yep. And it is really cool for something fleeting and like, you know, if you miss a show, if you wake up late, if you don't hear an interview, it's gone. That's it. I love that.
Makes it pretty magical too when you roll up finally into range and it pops on
Oh,
when you're
yeah, let's
driving
talk-
up to the event.
Let's talk about Arrival coming into that,
Yeah.
like as the radio station turns on. Oh,
That's
That's how
one
you know
thing.
you're home.
Well,
I
yeah,
know
no,
they have to be careful because of communities and stuff, but I want them to boost that signal.
yeah.
Tuesday night at midnight, boost it just so everybody lining up can hear you.
Yeah.
That would be.
That would
yeah.
be cool.
Look, we put 88.3 on the radio the minute we turn off the asphalt,
Oh, yeah.
just to see like
Uh-huh.
how close can we get.
Well, I think Sweet described it one time as if you boost it too much, then the range right below the tower ends up
Is that
losing
what it
signal.
is?
So you have to find that middle ground of like what's too much to cover the ground without starting to like
Science.
overpower it. Yeah, Swede. We'll have to talk about what the actual truth is, but it's something like that.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
My last big one was going to the stage, and that's not super specific, but I think one of my favorite first year memories was my rule as a first year was I had to have a babysitter the whole time.
No, your rule wasn't. dad's rule was that you were not to be unescorted.
And at first I was kind of like, oh man, like being a little punk about it. I was kind of upset that I wouldn't get to go off by myself. But I actually liked it a lot more that way. Mm-hmm. And I found there was one time when I actually was allowed to go out by myself. And the first thing I did was just go find someone else because it's not super fun to go out by yourself. I think I was looking for a war boy to take a picture with. It was towards the end of the week.
War boy talk.
And okay,
War
whatever.
boy talk.
Whatever.
Is that what we're talking about?
No, that's not what we're talking about. Just ignore it. Pretend I didn't say it. But I was looking for a war boy. For any reason.
I'm gonna write a song. I'm looking for a war boy. I'm gonna need you to sing
war
it on
boy
the
to
track.
treat me right or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, it's a country song.
But I was too nervous to just walk in there and be like, oh, any war boy want to take a picture with me? But
You would have been swarmed.
I found the Baron and Mickey Bang Bang, and I was like, and they seemed really excited to see me, which I was thrilled about. It's because I don't barely know these people, you know. I just met them, and I was like, I want to take a picture with, you know, a cute war boy, and I don't want to just walk in there and like demand these guys stop what they're doing and take a picture with me. And they were nice enough to take me over there and ask for them to take a picture with me, and not to flex or anything, but the nice war boy I took a picture with did wrap his arm around my waist. But don't tell my dad that or anything.
Don't tell that guy.
This story.
Yeah, don't tell that guy.
But yeah, having a babysitter was fun. My favorite, not to keep this going for super long.
I'm loving every second of it. Please keep going.
Yeah.
But my favorite night probably one of the newer Farlanders' wives was definitely my favorite babysitter and my Farlander buddy, because he took me out and it was super fun. That was the night that I stayed up the latest. I don't even remember how long we stayed up.
You were out later than everybody else of the tribe. It was like 2:30 in the morning when you got back.
We went to bed.
Oh no, maybe. Well, that night. I don't know if you were out that late, Gimli, that night.
Maybe not that night.
Yeah, not that night. But
There's been a few sunrises.
Yes. But yeah, no, Three Lives was out late.
But it was super fun. We went to the stage, and I got a Shirley Temple, obviously. Going crazy for
the
them
stage?
Shirley
How's that
Temples.
work?
Oh yeah. At the Atomic Cafe.
You guys definitely need to suggest more non-alcoholic drinks, because I need to expand mine.
Well, since one of your missions is to get on stage, maybe we can get you go-go dancing for Attack.
I mean, we are camped next to Attack.
Adept knows a guy.
She knows a guy.
Tim, I'm going to be sending you the most caps-locked message you've ever received in your life, especially because you forgot to message me today, Wednesday, September 6th, for our daily Wednesday.
How dare
So I'm mad at
Wednesday?
you.
Outrageous.
We message each other every Wednesday.
Three Lights, what if I give you some Apocalypse Post patches to keep in your pocket, and then I issue this challenge? Hey, Wastelanders, if you see Three Lights, and you also see a war boy, take a picture with both of them on Three Lights' phone, and she will give you one of these patches.
That
the best idea I've ever
would be fun. I would accept that.
Yeah. And what about you, Gimli? Anything on your wish list? Do you also need pictures with war boys wrapping their arms around your waist?
Yes.
Be honest.
Not a lot of people know this. Gimli loves a war boy.
What's on your short list this year?
Whew.
Oh, the short one? Oh.
I got so lost in the story.
Well, what's on your, I've never done this at Wasteland and I can't wait to do it list? You haven't Thunderdomed.
I haven't Thunderdomed.
Maybe I should fight you next year, Gimli.
Oh, yeah.
No,
the look he
'cause-
just leveled at me, y'all.
I make my caps betting on you on the Thunderdome.
Oh.
There is
Oh, I
no
see.
way I'm
That's
going
right.
to fight you in the
That's
Thunderdome.
fair.
He's a
That's
gambling
fair.
man.
Oh, yeah, he's big LCC guy.
Are there any VIP lounges you haven't made your way into yet?
I don't think so. I've been in the top of the outpost. I never, like you, I can never remember the numbers.
I know. Oh, 364.
364. I've been in the top of. They don't have the VIP in the top anymore, though, do they?
I don't know what their build's going to be this year, but I'm sure they're hoping to. I haven't been up there.
Neither have I, actually.
Darn it.
We need to get it together.
Gimli.
Three Lights, I think you've been up there.
Oh, yeah, I have been up there. Yeah, first year I got to go up there. It was super fun. It
No
was
big
great.
deal.
Wow.
and my phone quality's so bad. I tried to take a picture of
Oh, it's grainy
the
as heck.
city,
I remember
and
that one.
it is the dustiest, mustiest picture I've
Oh.
ever taken in my life.
Yeah, that
I'll send
happens.
you with mine. You can get better pictures.
But it was great. It was a little. I'm not super fond of heights, so I was super nervous up there, and the person I was with. Can you remind me of her name?
Ellenthris?
Yeah, super sweet. I was just so nervous. I was like having to like climb through all this stuff to get up there. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, if I fly off of this.
Nah, Ellie wasn't gonna let you fly off it.
Yeah, she builds it right too.
Yeah. Gimli, what games have you not played at the casino? Have you done the wheel?
Yes.
I was gonna say, I feel like you've done everything.
The casino was this for the first few years. That was where you found me.
I know, it became a running joke.
Well, we were watching an old Wasteland video, and do you remember it was like, oh look, it's the LCC, and we said, oh look, there's Gimli. It was Gimli's first
It was
year. There he
2017,
was.
yeah.
It was
17.
his first year.
Wow.
It's gonna be great.
Fantastic.
We're gonna drag Three Lights all over Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. All right, guys. Anything else? Should we wrap it up?
Go Adept. Go
Was that a Team Farlander for the
Yeah,
rest of my
Team
Farlander?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I'm a little outnumbered here.
I might
Thank you,
be
Three
biased.
Lights. I love you,
Listen,
Three
you're in
Lights.
Farlander country, so
Yeah.
if you're listening to this right now, make sure you come out Saturday night for the big fight. The champ's coming out of retirement. She said she wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's going to fight for the greater glory of the Farlanders and the Silver Man.
For what might be her most formidable challenger yet.
Be there,
I
be
don't
there.
know. I don't know about that last part.
Reformable?
What?
I don't know. I was trying to play with the word. Reputable?
I was gonna
His
let
mo-
you just roll with it.
Yeah.
I was here
I
to
don't know.
support you for whatever came out of your mouth.
I was
but,
trying to pun it away and it didn't work. That's all right.
You know what? It was a
Hit and
valiant.
miss.
It was a valiant effort. It's
Anyway.
gonna be a great year, you guys.
It's going to be a great year.
I'm for many, many reasons, and I'm super excited to be doing this with my family and making new family. It's gonna be wild. Hopefully, I don't die. You know what? If I die in the Thunderdome, at least I died happy. It's fine.
Don't
Be
die,
fine.
please.
Yeah, exactly. Doing what she loves.
She went out doing what she
The
loved.
real treasure was the friends we made along the way.
No.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Make sure that you're subscribed wherever you're listening. Leave a thumbs up or a comment if you can. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please go ahead and share it with your friends, like the friends that you have right here in this room. Thank you guys all so much for coming on. This was awesome.
Thank you.
Yay,
Thanks for
thank
having
you.
us.
And if you hated today's episode, share it with an enemy good God, here we go. Share it with an enemy and jack off their tire so that they can get torqued.
Sir.
Love that callback.
Until next time, survivors, stay alive.
Days and days and days and days and days and days.